Hey, Richard Beach here from SonicState.com, and we're about to get a close look at something we've been waiting for a very long time, the Guthrie Govan signature guitar. And yeah, let's get the lowdown finally. So,
yeah, we've been waiting for a long time as well. Charvel here, I'm Mike McGregor, and I'm here to talk about the Guthrie Govan signature guitars. You'll probably recognize this one if you've been watching the internet. This is the Bird's Eye Maple Top version of his instrument. This is quite possibly one of the coolest Charvels we've ever done. It's got every trick, everything you could all do to one guitar we've done to this instrument, and all the decisions have been made either with performance in mind or tone. So it's not just made to look pretty, it's made to be an actual player's guitar. I equate it to like an F1 racer. It's a machine that's ready to go for a professional player, and it can't get better.
So can you take us through the spec of this one?
Sure, love to. On the front here, which is like, this looks like kind of a downplayed guitar, but underneath the hood is just crazy things. Like,
I should say, you said it was designed, to be a player's guitar, but it does look pretty as well.
Yeah, but typically when you have a top like this or a top like the Flame, you're going to see a nice, shiny, glossy finish on it, right? Yeah. We have opted for a clear, matte finish on the body, and it's an oiled neck all the way up top, so the entire instrument feels like it's been just a nice oil, so that it's like hands against wood, which is kind of the way it's been a vibe for Charvel anyhow. All of our necks are unfinished, so this guitar is really just made to sing, so that's a tonal difference. The pickups are Charvel Custom Shop MFB pickups, and frankly that's a guy's initials. His name's Michael Frank Braun, a German fellow. Mad scientist, as Guthrie puts it. Crazy guy that works with us and does just, really he's the guy that we throw on special assignments, like the Eric Johnson pickups for the Eric Johnson Fender on the other side of our building. We borrowed Michael for our purposes and put him in a room with Guthrie and some other artists on separate occasions. We came up with this pickup configuration, or this pickup. Sounds great. A truss rod wheel for adjustment on the fly, because most Charvel truss rods, you have to pull the neck and adjust it. For this one, this is made for, tech-friendly guitar, I call it. Yeah. A lot of artists their techs have always asked for this. The artists don't care; somebody's there to work on it.
I was gonna say, did Guthrie ask for that, or was that?
No, that's something we pushed towards Guthrie when we were working out the specs with him. Almost every other single thing on this guitar is specified by Guthrie. I mean, he already had kind of a recipe of what he liked in a guitar, and that's kind of been standard through all of the guitars he's played. Yeah. So the wood configuration would be the most obvious. It would be basswood with maple top. So we picked this very light basswood, a very, very nice piece of maple. And then he's into the same thing. We've been doing this for a long time, the caramelized maple or the over-kilned maple necks. So we obviously put that on this guitar. The inlays are designed with, Guthrie kind of challenged us. The first model we gave him just had maple dots, and they disappeared on stage. When he's playing, he couldn't see them, and that kind of plays with your mind when you're playing. It's like a visual trick. So we wanted to give some more contrast on the dots, so we came up with maple inside of a maple dot inside of a ebony inlay, and that would be Red Dave, our master builder, that came up with that.
So is that unique to this then?
Yeah, it's to this model. We do that for this model, for the Guthrie model. We thought, well, if we're doing it for the guitar on stage, we're doing it for the guitar that's sold out in the public. The neck is modeled after one of our custom shop necks. That's the first guitar that he ever played that had said Charvel on the headstock, and it was just a tour of the factory. He said, hey, check this out, and he just loved the feel of it, so that was easy to nail. The bridge is going to be an NOS bridge, much like this bridge. That's the one thing that's going to change, is we're just going to change the bridge out with more of a same exact looking bridge, but it's going to be set up. It's going to be set up the same way, and it's basically fine tuners, no fine tuners, and it's just the strings lock into into the saddles right there.
Okay.
Instead of the ball end going through the bridge.
So there's been a lot of talk of Guthrie Govan prototypes, and it's been going on in forums for ages. So how long has this guitar actually been in the pipeline for? How long has it been?
It's been about 2 years.
Right.
We started working with him, getting him guitars, and he's been out road testing them like you wouldn't believe.
Okay.
And we've made some small changes here and there. But if you take the original Koa guitar that we built for him and you put it up against this, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
The devil's in the details. We just wanted to make sure this was something that's going to be more representative of what he wanted to play. These are specs that he put towards us. And then every time we've done a change, we've sent him out with the guitar. We're in no rush to put it out. We wanted to make sure that it was the right thing.
Yeah.
So.
And is it available retail now?
Yeah, we're launching it here at the show. They start shipping around May.
Okay.
Because we're making a couple little last minute changes.
And how much is that going to go for then, in terms of dollars and pounds?
I can talk in U.S. dollars only because
Okay.
I can't do the conversion really quick in my head. It's the math.
We'll work it out for
Yes.
you at a later stage.
So they're, depending on the top, it's 3,500 or 3,600
Okay.
map.
So it's 3,600, 3,500, is that right?
It's the other way around.
Oh, sorry.
3,600, 3,500.
Okay, brilliant. Well, Mike, thanks for talking to us. We have a few more videos from Charvel and all the other Fender companies on sonicstate.com. So thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Cheers.